don't be so hard on yourself. It's so easy to get caught in the trap of beating yourself up all the time, because it's like the way that our minds are kind of wired to think, that you have to reflect. And it feels like this comes from an evolutionary standpoint of course you have to learn the lesson from maybe one of your tribe members getting eaten by an animal, right? You have to adapt from that situation to figure out what next steps you need to take to be able to have a successful chase next time and to not lose your people. So always in this like kind of cycle of reflecting, but we're not in this such high stakes environment anymore, right? Everyone is doing like just little life things, little, big, whatever you want to call it, but we're putting the same onus on it as we were when we were being chased by animals, and things that we had to adapt and learn from that situation. Now, if we're applying this to say, like some sort of decision that you've made that may feel catastrophic because of this evolutionary perspective, right? And we see that, oh, I did this and this made it this problem and it's all my fault and blah, 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 blah. And we can just go into this loop of always thinking that we're the problem. Give yourself a break. Give yourself a break from this madness, because although yes, it has its purposes, it's good to reflect. I always talk about reflecting, and of course yes, it is important, but not into the point of like beating yourself up over it. Think about, what have you done like right? What have you done that's done well? And it doesn't always have to be into like a really negative, sad cycle, like, oh my gosh, I can't get anything right. This is a big thing that people do. Can't get anything right. If they do like one thing wrong, I'm useless, I'm pointless, like I can't do anything right. But you can. Okay, you even got into the position to be able to do the thing. So please, please, please don't beat yourself up so much. Try and think about what good you do, because there's so much of it. There's so much of it, and it's so easy to get caught up in this negative spiral because, as I said before, it's like protecting your like group of people or whatever. But we don't have to do that anymore. Not in this kind of way that really send a lot of like negative energy to you, because then you just get in the spiral and it's so hard to get out of. So what have you done really well this week, this month, this year? Reflect on that rather than beating yourself up over things that you've already done. This is the thing. It's like, okay, yes, that happened and it was hard. Had to learn the lessons. But okay, now we can see it from a different vantage point. Now we're able to see kind of what happened. We can change our behavior next time. It doesn't have to be constantly like this. As much as you reflect on this, reflect on the good stuff too, because this really helps you to see where your energy is going, and it helps you to think of better, maybe like results from next time, because it's not so stuck in this negative spiral of thinking you're doing things wrong and badly all the time, because you're not. You're really not. Even if it feels that way, even if someone's trying to put you down, honestly, maybe feel it for a little bit, reflect very quickly. And it takes practice to be able to move through all of these emotions, feelings very quickly. And look, this is like the garden growing and blooming, because you're thinking of other good things that you've done. And this is the thing, it really disconnects you from yourself if you're always thinking like negatively about yourself or the bad things that you've done. So what seeds have you planted that were good? It could be the littlest thing. You said hi to somebody on the train. You made your favorite breakfast and you felt really good eating it. You were really present when you were eating it. It doesn't have to be anything huge, significant, like, oh, I landed this huge job, because this is also how we get disconnected, right? We think that our life has to always be these huge big events that happen, and we don't think about all the small little things that happen throughout our day. So even though they're small, they're actually big, because this is what builds the foundation, right? If you plant the seed grows and the tree comes. So stop making mountains out of molehills in the sense, or just move through it quicker, also think about the good things, the positive things, the things that make you feel good, rather than just always thinking about the bad. Yeah, don't be so hard on yourself. That's the main message of today. There is not any benefit in always ruminating on the bad. This makes you not be able to live a full life, because it's just this one loop. If you break that cycle and you're able to live on different loops, and you can see all these different other things that you do, you're not just so trapped in here. This is what makes you feel better. This is what makes you feel more alive, because you're not the sum of your mistakes. And even if you think they're mistakes, some of these things are necessary in order for you to grow. But it's not about beating yourself up over it. It's about seeing, maybe, yeah, what was the lesson here? And then moving on from it, not constantly thinking about, oh my God, I can't believe that blah, 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 blah. Doesn't help anyone. Definitely doesn't help you, because you're not able to get out of it. So write in the comments, what's one good thing, and by good I mean something that made you feel good, thing that happened this week. I'm sure there's more than one. If you can write 3, that would be wonderful. Because this is what builds the network of you being able to understand yourself, but then also be the true you. And this is mainly what it's all about, right? Being able to be in your full expression, not so inundated with issues that are usually self-inflicted. So give yourself some grace. Release the burden that you're putting on yourself of being this like perfect person, having to do everything right, because honestly there is no right. It's just more finding all the things that you find like pleasurable, or things that you enjoy doing, and it's really hard to do it if you're in this cycle. So please let me know.